back from 2 weeks making a video about to overcome a mental illness or to stabilize your mental illness or whatever issues you have. You have depression, you have something going on, you don't like living, you don't like just overall you just lose faith in living. You have to abandon the past. You have to abandon the past. And why I'm saying this is because from my experience, the relationship, if you are not stable yourself, all your relationships are the same. You have the same kind of friends, and you pick the partners, like I said, using familiar figures, like using the memory of something familiar, and you coming from a dysfunctional, always coming from dysfunctional circles and family. So it might be the case that your family is okay, but because your family is also coming from all kind of that environment, or your circle is dysfunctional. Let's say my family is definitely dysfunctional, and I'm gonna say all my life until this day, even the workers of my father. So my father works in construction company, runs a construction business. Even his workers are crazy, are just how it's called, the dark triad personalities and etc. So you might find yourself in a friendship that is dysfunctional. For some time, it could bring you some ease and stabilize yourself because you're similar to these people. But when things not going your way, this not gonna be working. So this stop working, and you have to abandon this path to move forward, because you cannot just stay always on one. Let's say it's levels to life, and you stay on like a third level. You want to go to you want to go further, So you have to abandon the past. You have to stop talking with these people like you used to. At minimum, you have to stop talking with these people. At maximum, you have to be reality based. You have to look at your life factually. You have to look at your life realistically. I don't know how to even put it. Like the grandiosity, a lot of people, and not even mentally disordered people, even just young population, they all have grandiosity. All this coming from social media, all this coming from fake beliefs, fake beliefs that they have everything is free, everything is granted for them, everything is like easy. You don't have to work, you don't have to all these kind of things. But you have there's at some point you'll understand that this is not working. This is just not working out for me. This is from my experience. Even music, I always wanted my music to, and I believed and actually thought that my music is going to be number one and etc. But it's not like that, And I don't wanna say that my music is just people don't understand it, and people stupid and dumb. Yeah, they are, but maybe my music is not working. Like it's not working for not bringing me any money. Not bringing me any money, not bringing me any more success. So you have to be reality based to look at your life, look at your timeline, and that's what I did. Look at your timeline, make it logical for yourself that okay, I did that, I did this, and now I'm in this position, and in this position, where you need to understand what's your meaning, what you're striving for. If you're striving for money, it's on you. You can pursue the money. If you're striving for relationship, find a good partner, find a good relationship. Don't be in the circles that smoking all this weird shit. It's not for everyone, bro, because it might fuck with your mental really, really bad, bro. And the dreams, also the dream, like I had the dream to go to US, and this is not for me. This is just not for me. I couldn't comprehend the struggle, couldn't accept the struggle. The struggle was insane to me. Maybe the circumstances was like that. I was sick and etc. But from time past, now I understand that this is just maybe it's for a reason. Maybe it's for better, because all I wanted, it was in my city, in my hometown, and nothing much like other is a fantasy and it's not real. You know, you could, you know, that's the problem. While I was doing the video with the, I did the video about people going in different cities to study in universities, but they think that they will go and oh my god, they will have crazy party, fucking girls and shit like that. This is not gonna happen if you wasn't like this, you know. If you wasn't living like this, it's not gonna happen. So stop believing in something that you are not. If you are not like this, it's not gonna be happening it's not gonna be happening in the future. So people go there, they got struck with the routine, the daily routine, the survival. You have to do that. You have to take a bus, go to fucking. That's what reality is, you know. This is not just like I'm in a big city and it's just like a big skyscrapers and I'm walking around. The palm trees are right there, the ocean right there. I'm just walking, and it could happen if you're already like in this kind of state where it's just, you know, you have money and you have everything in place, like you have everything in place, you know, but not like initially, like you just started. And that's what fucked with me in my brain. Like my thought process was like simple like this, you know. I thought that I would go and I would just be collecting all this fucking, you know, fucking fantasies. Like it's all about fantasy. So the easier you're, like the less you, to daydream is okay, like to daydream and to you know, think positive, you know, to kind of like fantasize, but not like generally, not living it. To fantasize about like the something, you know, but not like generally living it, you know. When you go, and it's fucked with your brain, you know, because you cannot just uphold that level. Like you cannot just what you perceiving, it's not what you thought, you know, what you're perceiving, and you cannot just get along, like get to this level, you know, that you are created in your brain. So this is very very serious topic, you know, because a lot of people like pick the profession, pick the career like this, you know, and that's why subconsciously that's what I did, you know. I left the university and go to my city, hometown. You know, I couldn't handle the university because I knew Moscow is not for me. I'm not gonna survive in this. I'm autistic. I don't have the energy, and it was like the timeline for me was like depressive. You know, the COVID and, you know, crisis, the family crisis. It was depressive for me. So I came back, and what was the close to me? The closest thing I had is my parents' job. I went in and acquired. You know, I went in and acquired it because I know, and maybe I wasn't really like thinking like this with all these terms, but subconsciously I knew it's gonna be like this, you know. Our life gonna be the same or better than family, than our parents. So what you're thinking about is the percentage of it is just, you know. And I'm not gonna talking about like how it's all about the family you're coming from, you know, the capitalistic environment and world telling you, oh, you have to study, you have to. No, bro, no. Keep thinking like this, and you're gonna fail more. You know, it's better to start with something simple that is close to you. You know, that is close to you. That is just, you can acquire. You can actually work it, practice it, whatever it is. You know, if you live in a shithole and doing music, it won't gonna happen. If you live in a big town and everybody doing music, it's not gonna happen. You know, it's just like not about the mentality. It's about your own, you know, like what's the possibility of it, you know, your own strength, your own. If you are not successful in your small town, you're not going to be successful in big town. Point blank, you know, point blank. There's a lot of people in my town. Small town in Russia circuit, people living good, you know. Like I said, people driving Lamborghinis, you know, the fucking G-wagons, you know. It's all about your connections. What kind of connection you have going to a different place. If you are, like I said, if you're like this, you're going to be having it everywhere you go with you. So don't do not keep up. Don't need to keep up with the fantasy, you know. Just put it away for maybe for future. Like I'm not saying that you're not going, you don't need to have hobbies, you know. You need to have hobbies. You need to have something that you like, you know. But the reality is not about hobby only, you know. It's about survival, and it's very tricky, you know. It's very tricky. It could fuck you over. So, you know, It's very tricky. It could be very tricky, man. And you don't need to like say that, oh, the world is so evil. No, it's your own choice though. Every choice you make is on you. And the reality could be tricky making you make that choice, you know what I'm saying? And you would think that, oh my God, bro, I'm enough. But all you have to do is stick to your own perception, stick to your own code that you have, and your code might be whatever it is, you know. If you're street, do your street do. If you are medical work, your medical work, whatever it is. But do not forget about reality that is might be not in your favor, you know. And I want to end this video right now.